Hello and welcome, I am Civillan and this is Crusader Kings 2. I'm very excited to be bringing you this today and yeah, this is the first episode of our series. And this is a historical-ish, real-time-ish grand strategy game, which it has quite a lot to it. I'll try and explain what I'm doing and why as I go along if you haven't played it before, and we'll just see how this whole thing goes. So, we are playing as the mighty county of Gotland. We're quite small, and a lot of our neighbours are bigger than us. This is Europe in 769, as you can see in the top right here. It is the 1st of January, 769. And yeah, we are the little Count of Gotland. We're quite small, and if you look around, Ostergotland here, we got Svithjod. I think that's how you... I'm not going to pronounce things right, by the way. Let's just get that out of the way. I'm not going to pronounce things right. And yeah, so we are the tiny little county of Gotland with a lot of bigger neighbours. So this is going to be a bit of a tricky situation. And I'm pretty new to the game, relatively speaking. I've got nearly 400 hours, so I know I'm pretty new, and there's going to be a lot of experts in the comments telling me how to do things. So yeah, we're starting as Gotland, and our goal for this series is, because there's an achievement for it, we're going for the achievement, Got Land. See what they did there? Oh, I think it's cute. It's cute. It's clever. So we're going to try and take over the whole empire of Scandinavia, starting as Gotland. It's a bit tricky, but I'm looking forward to it. So, we are going to begin. Let me introduce you to our first character that we will be playing as. We are Thorfinn, I think. I think that's how you pronounce it. We are Thorfinn of Gotland. We have a son called Odder. Odder. I think that's Odder. And he is probably going to be odd. He's going to turn out odd. We're teaching him to struggle. And he's going to turn out odd under our thing. So let me talk you through the character screen. This is us. We are Thorfinn. This is our face. Isn't it beautiful? Let's go to the barber. Let's get more beard. Oh, yeah. Let's braid our beard. We're going to cut our hair longer in classic video game style. Fantastic. We are unmarried, and that's fine. So, here are our stats. Now, it's not looking great for Thorfinn here. This is not really what I would want in a start. We've got 13 diplomacy, which affects how much other people like us and is therefore useless to me. I don't really play the diplomatic game so much. Maybe we will. Maybe that's what we need. Maybe we use this diplomacy. We make friends with someone big nearby, like Ostergotland or Svithjod, so that they don't invade us. That might be useful. Martial is 0. Now this is very disappointing to me on a personal level because this modifies our armies, how good we are at leading armies, how many troops are in our armies morale, I think. It modifies loads of stuff like that, and it's really nice to have because I go to war a lot, and we're going to need to go to war a lot to take over all of Scandinavia. Don't forget Iceland. So, yeah, that's not great. We have 1 stewardship, which is also unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Stewardship is nice to have. It modifies the amount of money you have, and money is very, very important, but it's not the be-all and end-all. We have intrigue, which is my favourite stat, because that's what you use to murder people, which is really nice to, and also reduces your chances of being murdered. It makes it harder to murder you. So that is very unfortunate that that's 2. And learning 11. Learning is nice if you're playing the long game. Learning will improve our technology, but I'm not sure how long it will take us to conquer Scandinavia and if we'll really need to invest that much in technology. It's quite nice if you're Christian, because if you're, but we're Norse, so, you know. It's nice if you're Christian because you can join some secret societies that aren't very secret with it, that are really useful, but yeah, we're not. We might convert religions at some point. The religions you can play, if I go to religious view, we are Germanic, we are Norse, and so because we're over here, and you can see our province there. So these are the religions in the game at game start, and where they are. There's the one Jewish county. That's a whole different playthrough there. We've got here over in India. There's a weird mix going on over here. There's some conversion happening there. We've obviously, this is all Muslim, this area, all around here. and partially into Spain. Spain's going to be a back and forth for the next few hundred years. And then we've got Catholic over here. Your religion does affect a lot, and you're mostly only going to be friends with people of your religion, so it's quite an important decision for us to make. I don't think we should convert at this point, because then everyone here will go to war with us. Because, yeah, because they can. So we're going to not do that. Now, first things first, shall I take you through? I'll take you through the main things on the screen here. So up in the right, we've got our wealth. This is money. You use it to buy things. We've got prestige. It's just nice. It's nice to have prestige. It makes people like you. If you have a lot of prestige, they're like, wow, that's a prestigious person. Piety. It's like the religious version of prestige. It's like religion points. We have our domain size. That's how much stuff we can control. We have one thing, so let's not worry about this. And that's our score, which is 0. So that's good. It's because we haven't done anything yet. What else is over here? Oh yeah, these are our traits. So let's find out about Thorfinn. Thorfinn is a grey eminence. Thorfinn is the epitome of statesmanship and has fully mastered the art of diplomacy. So that's quite nice. Nice to have a top tier education there. We're paranoid, which is an excellent trait. I personally love the trait paranoid. Makes you very hard to kill. So that's very nice. So even though our intrigue is low, we're going to be very hard to kill. We are greedy. Again, that's quite nice. I mean, we're low on stewardship, but we'll get 10% more tax. We're getting basically no tax because we don't own anything. But any tax we do get will be better. We're honest, which I'm not a fan of. But, you know, it could be worse. And we are gluttonous. So we're sort of greedy and gluttonous kind of go together. We're we're kind of paranoid. We're paranoid and we're very greedy and gluttonous, but we're very honest about it. So we're like, yes, I want all the things. And I think that's perfect for our character of someone who owns a tiny bit of land and wants to own most of the land. All of the land in Scandinavia. I think that makes sense. That's someone that's very greedy. I'd like to think we're very open about our intentions to take over all of Scandinavia. So yeah, I think that's I like that. I like that. And we're paranoid just cause. So yeah, we're very charming. And we're very open about our intentions. So let's choose what our character is going to be doing with his life for the next few years. So there are many things we can focus on, and what we focus on will give us either bonus things we can do or bonus stats. I like stats, and I want to go to war pretty much immediately, so we're gonna go for something like hunting, I think, because hunting will give us some more martial points, so we'll have a grand total of 2, a shockingly high total of 2, and we're gonna need every point we can get. We could go for war, but I would like to do hunting because we get the extra point of health, and the events you can get for it are really nice because you get special events popping up for all of these. So we are going to go for hunting because I really like that extra point of health. Health is very hard to come by and very useful. Now we have a son. He looks like he's going to turn out all right. Now, if we take a look at our laws, we should be, yes, I would be very shocked if we weren't. We are currently under Gavelkind laws. Gavelkind? Gavelkind? I'm going to go with Gavelkind, but feel free to correct me. Again, pronunciation, I don't know. So, as you can see in this tooltip, what will happen is when we die, our land will be divided amongst our sons. Now, this is not a problem when you own one thing. because your one thing goes to your one child. And we really need to think and strategize about how we're going to work around this. Because obviously we're never going to take over the whole of Scandinavia if every time we die, our kingdom gets split up into loads of tiny pieces. And then we have to reconquer it all from our brothers, and then it'll be a huge pain, it'll take ages. So we need to decide how we are getting around this. And there are a few ways we can do it. One of the most obvious ways is to kill all of our sons except one. And then there will be only one son to inherit. We currently have only one son, which is really nice. So, you know, we just never have any more sons this time. And then when he gets married, he just kills all of his sons except one. And that's quite an easy solution. But it can be a little bit tricky if you die unexpectedly. So that's less secure. A very secure way of doing it would be, so you sort of own things directly, and then you have people underneath you that own things. And if we just only directly ourselves own one province, it will make us very, very weak within the realm, because our vassals, you know, the counts and the dukes and everyone that's underneath us in the hierarchy will have a lot more relative power, so they're more likely to rebel and be successful. However, it does mean that on succession we won't lose any titles, because you can't really split up one province, and so everything just automatically goes to our oldest son. So I think that might be a really nice way of doing it, is and it would be very in keeping with the spirit of the series. We own Gotland, and we're going to sit here, and from here we're going to manage all of this, and this is us. So I think that's how we're going to do it, but we have to give a bit of thought as to our strategy there. Now, there are other laws. There's gender laws. Yeah, our daughters are not going to be inheriting. That's fine. It's not hard to have sons. You just have to make sure you have a son, and then you're good. So, yeah. Status of women. We can't actually change this. It's not possible. We need too much tolerance. We're too intolerant. None of this will be relevant to us, I don't think. I don't expect this game to take long enough for this stuff to be particularly relevant. Yeah. Full, right. I mean, it's nice. It's nice to have full equality. It's just also very difficult to do, because it's 769. So, next up, we've got vassal obligations. This is like tax and stuff, but we don't have any vassals. So, well, that's not true. Let's meet. Oh no, we have no vassals. So this is pretty much irrelevant, but we can set the law for free now, right? So if we set the law now, we have no vassals to complain about it. And that means later, then we can like change things. I don't know. It'd be good. It'd be good. So I think we should make mayors pay us more money, and we can just do that for free. Beautiful. Now, next up, technology. Woo! Look at all the things. These, you can break down these, and they all do little things. We'll just do this as we go. Technology is something, it takes a very long time to gain technology, and it just burns along in the background, and we'll occasionally get some nice things. Now, army, yes. So this is our, we have 486 men. I don't know if that's actually like, I don't know if that's some weird abstracted number or the actual number, but that is the amount of troops that we have. If we take a look here, you can see on the right the amount of troops that other people have. So they have like 400, 420, they got 336, oh, soft target there, 324. So, yeah, that's just a measure of how many troops we have. And when we fight, at the moment, you can change the balance of your troops so that, you know, smaller numbers defeat bigger numbers because of this, and this. But I don't imagine that it'll be terribly relevant to us, because we're all Vikings with no technology. So all of our armies are the same over here, basically, composition-wise. So, next up, we have got retinues. Not relevant, can't do that. Don't have the tech. Don't worry about it. These early starts make it very easy to explain what's going on. This is, if you already know how to play, I apologize. This is going to be a lot of explaining this episode. You might want to just, like, skip into the next one. We'll see. So, fleet levies. We don't have any boats. This may prove to be a problem. I don't know if you've noticed, but we're an island. We're a little island in the sea, and we don't have any boats. Oh, this is, oh, sorry, that's an ugly map view. We don't have any boats. We've got a cute little fort though. Look at us. We've got walls. We've got a little pier. So maybe we have like little fishing boats. We just don't have real boats. We've got our cute little tribal holding. It's very nice. It's a very nice starting area. This is our town. We have nothing. Let's build, actually, yeah, let's build a market village so we can get some more tax. That's very nice. And, yeah, so, where are we up to? That's tech, that's military. We don't have any boats, which is really sad. We can do things like hire mercenaries, but we can't afford them. I don't know if you've noticed, but that's 600 gold and we have 2. So, mercenaries are for rich countries. We are not rich countries. We have also got our intrigue tab. So we can do things like raise tribal armies. They're great. I love tribal armies. They also make this all very dangerous, invading Scandinavia, because at any moment someone could just pull out a 2,500 man army. And now everyone around here has about 500 men by default. So that's another reason for us to earn prestige, because that's all it costs to like get them. So gonna want to be doing that for definite. And then we have Adopting feudalism, we can't do that. Hold a great blot. These are sort of cute events that we can do. Compose a book. Go on a hunt. Make a rune stone. Find a smith. You know, these are some cute little events we can do, and I'll show them off. We just can't afford anything right now. This is factions. Again, if we had vassals and they like wanted independence or wanted to someone else to be on the throne, that's where they'd do it, but they're not going to because we don't have any. And this is our religion tab. We are currently Norse, so we can't reform the faith. We could reform it and make it like New Norse and make it, because there's a lot of things you can't do with the unreformed pagan religions. So, you know, we're stuck with this Gavelkin succession, which I hate, and things like that. So it might be nice for us to be able to reform, and we might be able to. If we just take over all of the white provinces, or I think 3. Do we need all? Oh no, we need 5 provinces. Wait, where's the 5th? Oh no, I just need 3 of the holy sites. Okay, so for that, I just need to control these 3 provinces. I say, like, it's so easy. But we'll probably do that in the process of conquering. Alternatively, I was thinking we could convert to Muslim partway through the game. We'll see how we go. We'll see how it's looking. We might need to convert to Muslim partway through so we can, you know, go to war more easily with the rest of the Germanic religions, but I think we might be alright sticking with Norse and then reforming it and making it like New Norse. So that'll be quite exciting. And then... oh, and there's like this moral authority thing. It doesn't mean that much to us at the moment. It's not that relevant. And societies. So the only societies available to those Germanic faith is the Fellowship of Hell. And all religions have one of these, I think. I don't think there's any that doesn't. Yeah, what are the other religions? I think if you're Sunni, you have the Assassins. If you're Catholic, you have the Satanists. They're all the same thing. They're all the same thing, basically. So pretty much every religion has the Satanists, if nothing else. Some of the others have cool things, and the Assassins are more than that. The Assassins are really cool. But we have only got the Satanists, and I think we're going to join the Satanists. They're very, very useful. Now, I think we're nearly ready to unpause. Goodness gracious me. So, we are going to choose an ambition for our character. And my ambition is obviously to become the King of Sweden. Goals, am I right? I am right. We could get married. The trouble is, I don't actually want more children. So I'm not sure that I want to get married for that reason. Let's take a look at the available ladies. So here are all of the ladies that are nearby and potentially might marry us. So I've filtered them to be chaste, which is a little trait here, which is one of the 7 virtues, and it means they're chaste, so that they're not going to have babies, which is normally a bad thing, but we don't actually want more babies, so this is a good thing. But we are still going to get married because it gives us stats, and I like stats. Stats are good. So I'm kind of eyeing up this lady. She's got terrible martial, and I really want martial. It's either her or her. I feel like she and I would get on. She's also paranoid. We could be paranoid together. It'd be really cute. And Great Eminence does give you plus 10% fertility, so she's only on a net minus 5%. But she has got really good stats. You know what, we're going to go ahead and... oh, we don't need to worry about being chaste because we've only got 1 title. So it doesn't even matter. Oh, what am I talking about? Yeah, we've only got 1 title and it doesn't even matter. Now, actually, there's a whole other element to getting our character married that we need to think about. Allies. You've got 1,700 troops. You have got 1,600 troops. I would like an alliance with either of you, please. Unfortunately, they only have sons. I really want an ally. He's not going to ally with me. He wants my land too badly. Okay, something to watch out for then. Something to watch out for. I think we'll just get married, like, normally for now. And then we will worry about getting alliances later. Because it's the start of the game, so no one's had any kids yet. Like, the start of the game is always a bit weird. So, we're just going to not worry about it. Who's this lady? So let's do some quick checks. We'll look for anyone that's strong. Nope. Anyone that's quick. Nope. Anyone that's a genius. Nope. You know what? I think this Vigdis lady, you know, she's ugly, sure, but she's so charismatic that doesn't really matter to like how, you know, how like people just see right past it because she's so charismatic, and she's an architect, which is really nice. She's chaste, but it's balanced out by the Grey Eminence plus 10% fertility. So, you know, she's a bit modest. But that means she's very pious, and that means the church likes her. And she's also zealous, so she's like really religious. She's really religious. And but she's kind. And she's just. She's lovely. See, I see her as this real sort of, you know, a positive force for our character. So let's go ahead and marry her. I think that's what our sort of paranoid, greedy Thorfinn here needs. I think he needs, you know, someone who's very virtuous, you know, someone who's very passionate. Maybe he'll find religion himself. I think we might be good to unpause, you know? Oh no, I forgot about council. Right, we have a council. They do things. You will come to hate the council, just as I hate them. But they do useful things. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to send our Chancellor, who doesn't suck, to improve our relations with Sjaland. Sjaland? He's going to improve our relations regardless. We are also going to train troops in Gotland so that we can go to war. And then, I think we're going to build our legend. Our steward sucks, but he has a small chance of raising warriors that we can use to wage war. So that'll be exciting. And our seer. Our seer really sucks. But let's let our seer hunt out Satanists, I guess. Because the thing is, when you do Satanist things, this is the Fellowship of Hell, but it's all the same thing reskinned. When you do Fellowship of Hell things, let's unpause the game and allow it to play, shall we? When you do Satanist things, it lowers your religious moral authority, which, as I said, doesn't really matter to us too much at the moment. But when we want to reform the Germanic faith eventually, if we do, we will need 50% moral authority. Which could be a problem if there's a lot of Satanists that have been lowering the moral authority. I would like prestige. So we're now down to minus a load of prestige because we married a lowborn. But you know what? We married for love. Because she's great. And we're so charismatic. Everyone's going to love us. And by love us, I mean maybe not hate us. He doesn't hate me. Woo. Okay, now, it's February. We've been waiting a whole month. So I think it's time for us to go to war. We've really taken our time here. How many troops do we have? Let's take a look at the military. That's not military. That's not military. That's not military. That's military. I've forgotten all of my hotkeys. So we shall take a look at the military screen. Now, if we wait a bit, we'll get up to 606 troops, and that's our max. So let's take a look at, we're not going for nice borders here. We are going to take land wherever we can bloody well get it, because we are Gotland, and we need to start grabbing things before Svithjod just takes over all of Sweden, and then we don't manage anything ever. So we're going to start invading basically anywhere we can. So here, Jamberland has about 300 troops. That's good. We could beat them. We could also beat Helsingland. So that's nice. Metalpad has probably got too much. Yeah, 557. So we've got Vermaland and Janburaland here. Janburaland. I'm not very good at pronouncing letters that aren't like my usual ones. So one of these I think would be a good first target for us. And I think we're going to go for Vermaland. Assuming neither of them are at war, neither of them have any alliances, no and no. So let's go ahead and go for Vermaland. And we can just declare war. Normally you need a reason to declare war, but we're Norse. So we don't need a pretext. We don't need justification. And now we are at war. Isn't that delightful? It's that easy. So we shall enact that war next time. I have been Sibyllin. This has been a sort of introductory episode. Hopefully some of this is starting to be less confusing. This game has quite a steep learning curve, but I'll explain what I'm doing as I go along. We'll see how we go, and we shall see if Thorfinn of Gotland and his not so beautiful wife Vigdis and his kind of normal-looking son, Odder, will be able together to conquer all of Scandinavia from Gotland. It's gonna be good. I have been Sibylla. I will see you next time. Bye.